Hey there, El Dorado. On this episode, we're talking all about Butler and its students.
We have everything you need to know about roommate compatibility, ways to pay for school, and a closer look into the Nixon Library.
Don't forget, we have tips to help you study because finals are right around that corner.
Please don't remind me. I would rather watch the highlights from Butler's game against Hutch.
Don't go anywhere. We have a lot of this and more coming up. This is the Campus Edge. Hey there, El Dorado. I'm Sulema Avila.
And I'm Cole Campbell. Here for our first story, we have reporter Angela Kincaid giving us a closer look into the Nixon Library.
Angela found out that the Nixon Library has more to offer than just books.
Show us what you found, Angela.
We have, in the library, we've got things that are useful for your classes and for the curriculum. Our goal is to support the curriculum at Butler, but we also want to make it fun for you. So we have some things that are fun to do here and reasons to bring you into the library in the first place. We have the library latte that offers food and drink, coffee, hot chocolate, smoothies, and seasonal specials. So over the holidays, Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, we'll have seasonal specials for you to enjoy. And we have movies, and we have some really good fiction if you have time between your homework assignments to read a good book. And then we offer quite a bit of materials for our online students. We've got databases, of course, that we get from the state of Kansas and also that we purchase ourselves. The new ones that we'd like to highlight that are new this fall are Films on Demand, which is several thousand films, documentary type films for the most part, things that you would see on PBS, A&E, History Channel, those type of documentaries, and they're broken up into segments. So you can just watch a segment of one of those shows or you can watch the whole thing. It's really a great resource. That's new to us. Also new to us is Mango, and Mango Languages is really fun because it's for the traveler, but also for those that are wanting to learn a language in depth. You can learn a language in several different categories if you just want to travel or if you're a beginning learner. So Mango includes languages that Chinese, Mandarin, Arabic, Italian, Portuguese, English. We also have pirate, so if you want to talk like a pirate, all different levels of learning, and it's really fun to check that out.
Thanks, Angela. Speaking of the library, that's where I do most of my studying at.
Me too, but reporter Brandy McClendon has a few more study tips for us to test out.
With finals coming up, I could use all of the study tips I can get.
I'm pretty sure you
When you're studying, all you have to do is focus, go over about 30 minutes each page, paragraph. You listen to something because that'll help you out and make you focus even more. Yes, they have a lot of them. Like math is the hardest struggle I have to go through, and my teacher can show me different websites I can get on if I don't want to go to the school or if I feel embarrassed about anything to get on and work on. So it helps me out.
Or during lunch and every Wednesday after school.
5 minutes of studying the same thing, so I like to review rather than cram. Helps me prepare for tests better.
Monday through Thursday, we are open from 8 in the morning till 8 in the evening. And then on Fridays, we are open from 8 in the morning till 12 o'clock noon. We mostly offer math, that's what most of us are good at, but we also help with chemistry, English. We have people who can help with HTML coding, philosophy, sociology. I think we even have a couple tutors who can help with psychology, and then we also have the A&P tutoring lab, which helps with anatomy and physiology and a few other courses. I do. The classes here are are small enough to where you can get one-on-one attention with your teacher. but big enough to where you have plenty of people around you who can help you with any one thing you may need help with any given assignment.
Right after this break, we will have my co-anchor, Zulema Avila, with stories about paying for school and roommate compatibility. So don't move a muscle, El Dorado. Fantastic.
Stop with the commercial!
Chill out, Butler Radio's here.
We are not the voices in your head. We are a real radio station. KBTO El Dorado.
Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
We play a variety of music.
Completely student-run radio station.
Butler Radio.
88.1 FM El Dorado.
Catch the Beasley Boys only on BCTV Channel 20.
Welcome back, El Dorado.
Next up is none other than myself, giving an inside view at how students are paying for college, as well as a look at whether or not those roommate capability forms worked successfully.
I know mine didn't. My roommate's a slob.
Let's hope your roommate isn't watching right now, Cole.
I hope he is. Hey, clean up after yourself, roommate.
Hi, I'm here on Butler campus, and I'm here to inform you about different ways to pay for college. Some students struggle with financial aid, others with scholarships, but I have some information for you that will help you for next semester.
You fill out one form, front and back, and that is the key to applying for all of the academic scholarships at Butler. We also have a list of all the activity and athletic coaches and sponsors that the students would contact. If you're in art, you might submit an art portfolio. If you're in vocal music, you might audition with a vocal or an instrumental, and that will be in March. I think they have 2 different dates, and that's available from the Fine Arts website or from their office. We also have an access scholarship for students who've been out of high school for at least 1 year, and if you're interested in that, you would contact our office. There are also scholarships available through the Kansas Border Regions, and they have a large number of students here at Butler who are Bureau of Indian Affairs through their tribal funding. And for example, if you're a Cherokee Indian, you would apply for funding through your home tribe.
How do I pay for school? I use financial aid. I use my veterans assistance, and anything that I can pay out of pocket.
And do you have a job?
Yes, I work a full-time job, and I drill part-time with the U.S. Army. What else do I have to pay besides school expenses? That would be my rent, all my bills that come with my rent, all my daily essentials, my gas, some certain books that I don't have money for.
Financial aid consists of grants, scholarships, loans, and what we call self-help. Anytime you hear the word grant, you do not have to repay those funds. Same thing for scholarship. That is free money. So for grants, it's the Federal Pell Grant Program and the Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant Program, or SEOG. Both of those funds are determined by the FAFSA. And we have a FAFSA worksheet that students can complete. This is the one for 12-13. We have a types of scholarship handout here at our office, and it explains that we have academic scholarships. We have scholarships that are athletic, activity. We have a vocational scholarship application, and that application goes into Mason in admissions. You have to be in a vocational program to apply for that. We also help students who bring scholarships with them from their hometown, or maybe a local PTA, Kiwanis, Farm Bureau, anything like that. The agency can send the check directly to my office, and we will take it to the accounts receivable office, and it will be deposited into the student's account.
So there you go, students. Hurry and apply. Time is running out. And this is Zulema with Campus Edge. Hi, this is Zulema Avila, and I'm outside here at the Residence Hall, and I'm here to provide you with stories about those who are and are not pleased with their roommates.
As the Director of Residence Life, it is my responsibility to do placement for all the students. So when they do want to switch rooms, it's my job to make sure that the room change is done correctly. The process that occurs when people are trying to switch rooms, when they're not necessarily happy with their roommate, is they first have to try to communicate with their resident assistant. And when communicating with the resident assistant, they need to state the problem and the frustrations that they're having. It is then the resident assistant's job to mediate the situation and give it time. If that doesn't help, then we have what we call the 24-hour rule. Basically what that means is they need to sit and try to resolve the situation themselves within 24 hours. If that doesn't happen, they are then encouraged to see myself, depending on which building they're in. If they are in Cummins or West, they have a different home manager that they'll go and see. They work with them, and we then decide if it's necessary for them to do a room change. Room changes occur probably once every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the situation and how serious we think it is.
Problems that I've encountered with my roommate would be, she's probably a great person. I'm not gonna say her name or anything, but okay, for example, like, she lies about a lot of things. She habitually crosses the line. She's a habitual line crosser. Like, she likes to step over that line all the time. So I gave her chances where it's like, stop lying, and it's like, stop taking my stuff and saying that, oh, it disappeared, just up and grew like. Do I feel satisfied with my match roommate? No, not at all.
How do I fix a problem between me and my roommate? Well, first I talk to her and try to work out a solution. And if all else fails, I'd go and talk to Miss Kara. Do I feel satisfied with my match roommate? Of course, I love my roommate. She's really laid back and nice. If I had the opportunity to switch my roommate, I wouldn't. I love having a choir roommate so that we can get along and have things to talk about.
So there you have it. Butler Community College students debating whether or not to keep or change their roommate. This is Zulema Avila with Campus Edge.
Don't go anywhere, El Dorado, because after this quick break, we have the inside story of the vocal department, football highlights of Butler's Grizzlies, as well as a break from all that school talk, and a preview on a new movie, The Silver Linings Playbook.
So don't touch that dial or remote.
It's all like
dance, 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 Stop.
This is DJ Swayze.
This is DJ Reptar. Hi, this is DJ Looney Tunes.
Yo, what's up? This is Louis Vo. Shout out to Baby Ruth for playing my song.
Boy, T.Y., you listening to KBTL Radio.
Butler Radio, El Dorado, Kansas.
The student voice of Butler Community College.
How stupid. With Butler, Cameron's Barbershop Quartet sang their way to 8 in the world while singing the praises of one powerful education. He's found the power to record 3 CDs and write more than 120 songs, including the one song inspired by his time at Butler, playing in the background now. All this personalized to around 14 in each class, and that's much better than sitting in the 23rd row of a 600-seat auditorium. Cameron found his passion in music. He discovered his power at Butler. How will power change you?
Welcome back, El Dorado. Up next, we have on-scene reporter Samantha Pope, who got the behind-the-scenes story of the vocal department teacher and found out what inspires her to teach.
This is Samantha Pope for Campus Edge, and let's take a look at the Fine Arts Department with the vocal teacher, see what she has to say.
My dad has always been an educator, and he taught at the community college level for 46 years and just recently retired, and I always knew that I wanted to teach at a community college and I wanted to be a vocal teacher. I've gone up and interviewed at some schools, but I've always come back to Butler realizing what a great place this is and the history and tradition, and have had such support and such great colleagues to work with, and great people in the department. Barry Manilow fan, so I love Barry Manilow, but I just like good music. I love Broadway music because there's a storyline and you can really follow the story. I think a lot of pop music today is very repetitive and doesn't have a lot to say. I don't think they know what speaks to them. I think they think the stuff they listen to, and that's why I think it's my job here at the college to open new doors. When Wicked first came out, nobody in the region, it was like the first month it was out, and I happened to see the show on Broadway, and I was so excited about it. And it was about 3 years before anybody else even mentioned the name Wicked. So I came and brought that music and that concept back to my students, and they fought me, and finally, and we had to write each note by hand and figure the whole thing out. It wasn't even written down, and I think that was a great experience and opened lots of doors. So if someone was a little bit afraid, a lot about singing is everybody, if you can talk, you can sing. I really believe that. A lot of it's confidence and putting yourself out there. So first thing I do is like build confidence and then get them to relax. When you have tension and all, you're not able to make the best tones. So I would get them to relax, and we are rag dolls, and we flop and throw frisbees and do weird stuff. And I can always get a voice out. The summer workshop is one of the best PR tools for all of Butler. If you look across campus, we bring in 400 students every summer, and a lot of them are from Kansas, but we have a few that are out of state. And we bring in 12 of the top clinicians in the world that come in like show choir people, and they're also just great people. And so they come in and give up a week of their summer to come sing and dance and teach students their passion. And then the students leave very passionate about what they're doing and going back into their own schools.
This is Samantha Pope for Campus Edge.
And now, reporter Caleb Kuster has all the best highlights of our very own Butler Grizzlies' last game of the regular season.
But football doesn't stop here for the Grizzlies. They are headed into the playoffs.
Thanks, guys. After a 9-0 season, the Butler football Grizzlies defeated the Hutchinson Blue Dragons yet again for the 20th time in a row. On October the 27th, the team and a large amount of their supporters went on the road to claim the Jayhawk Conference title for their very own. After the opening kick and a Butler 3-and-out, the Dragons came in with a touchdown run on their very first drive. This would be their only touchdown of the game. Coming right back from that drive, Butler scores with cautious pass complete to number 8 Chris Fields for 20 yards and their first of many touchdowns of the night. Later, a dragon pass intercepted by Butler's Marcus Dillard led to probably the coolest play of the game, a flea flicker involving a pass from Billy Kosh to wide receiver Jacob Hurla that he then threw to Devin Clark for a 42-yard gain. The Hutch defense was able to hold us back from the touchdown, but as soon as the ball was turned over, Terrell Lang was tackled for a safety by Grizzly Brandon Walser. And then there was Billy Kosh's pass to Jacob Hurla that led to Robert Rawlings' successful field goal from the 39-yard line. The rest of the half was fraught with fumbles, including Lane Rush dropping the ball on a rush that had him feet away from a touchdown. That was recovered for a touchback by Safford, number 20. In the second half, Butler led 26-7, and trying to fight back, the Dragons completed several solid plays, but still left them short of their touchdown. After the punt, Butler threw a pass from their own 2-yard line, completing with Blue for 51 yards. In the meantime, Derek Thomas ran for an 8-yard first down. Then later, Kosh came back and cleaned up with a quick throw to Blue for the touchdown. Some crazy ball handling and incomplete passes later, quarterback Kosh shows us his punting leg as he stays out for the 4th down fake pass punt. After many penalties for a total of 10 in the whole game, a few plays from both sides happened in an otherwise fairly boring 4th quarter. Especially Butler player Terrence Allen's 28-yard rush for almost a touchdown. And then he took it in the last 2 yards with 51 seconds left on the clock. The final score of the game was 40-7. With this win, by the time you see this, Butler will presumably have won against Garden City on the 4th and will probably be playing Hutch again on the 11th for the Region 6 title. For Campus Edge Athletics, I'm Caleb Kuster.
Thanks, Caleb, and good luck to the Grizzlies.
Finally, taking a step away from all that academic and sports talk, we have reporter Emily Hatfield with the inside scoop of the upcoming movie, Silver Linings Playbook.
Knowing Emily, she will most likely also be telling us about the book it's based on, too. Show us what you got, Emily.
Hey guys, Emily here, and I'm going to tell you about another upcoming movie called The Silver Linings Playbook. And I bet you guys didn't know that it was also based on a book. Well, I read the book, and I'm going to tell you guys why you should read the book before you go see the movie.
What? Hey, what's this?
Can you tell me you took him out?
The court said yes.
Yeah, but what did the doctor say?
During the years he spends in a neutral health facility, Pat Peoples formulates a theory about silver linings. He believes that his life is a movie being produced by God, and his mission is to become physically fit and emotionally supportive, and hopes that his silver lining will be the return of his wife. When Pat goes to live with his parents, everything seems to change. No one will even talk to him about Nikki. His mother took down all of their wedding photos from the house, and as the reader, we start to get a feeling like maybe there's a reason for all of this.
The whole time you're rooting for this Hemingway guy to survive the war and to be with the woman that he loves.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, Pat.
And his beloved Philadelphia Eagles keep losing, which makes his father moody. When Pat meets the tragically widowed and clinically depressed Tiffany, they become friends who understand each other in a way that nobody else does.
I'm tired, I want to go. Are you going to walk me home or what?
You have poor social skills. You have a problem.
I have a problem? You say more inappropriate things than appropriate things.
She offers to act as his liaison between him and his wife, but only if he will give up watching football and agree to perform with her in this year's Dance Away Depression competition.
So there's this dance thing. I can only do it if I have a partner.
Oh, I'm not going to dance with you.
Tiffany in the book is actually the same age as Pat, but in the movie she is played by the 22-year-old Jennifer Lawrence, who was previously nominated for an Oscar for Winter's Bone. She is also known for her role as Katniss Everdeen in The Hunger Games. The Silver Linings Playbook premiered at the Toronto Film Festival back in August, and critics are saying that Jennifer Lawrence is a sure thing for an Oscar nomination, as well as possible nominations for Bradley Cooper and Robert De Niro. If you plan to see the movie on November 21st, it would be a really good idea to first read the book, so that you can really get to know Pat's thoughts and his reasoning.
This is what I believe to be true. You have to do everything you can, and if you stay positive, you have a shot at a silver lining.
Well, there you guys have it, and hopefully you are interested in the Silver Linings Playbook now, and I hope that you guys do read the book before you see the movie, because from the looks of it, the movie is going to be pretty different than the book, but also kind of the same. But if you guys are interested in the movie, then it comes out on November 21st everywhere. For Campus Edge, I'm Emily Hatfield.
Well, that's all for today, El Dorado.
Tune in for our show every weekday at 11 o'clock a.m. and 6:30 p.m. for the latest news and updates.
I hope everyone enjoyed our academic features and learned something new about Butler.
I know I sure did. From here at the studio, I'm Cole Campbell.
And I'm Sulema Avila. Until next time, this is the Campus Edge.